Hey there, this is Jeremy with BasicBMS. Just got back a pretty cool component called Universal Scheduling Component. We just shipped it. It's a game changer for how we track deadlines, appointments, recurring tasks in your business. Um, Most software gives you like this disconnected set of scheduling tools, calendar over here, task items over here, deadline somewhere else. Doesn't really integrate to your calendar well, whether that be your Outlook desktop calendar, your cell phone, whatever. But remember, basic BMS is modular. So when we create something, we can now take that schedule component and we can attach it to anything. We can attach it to customer records, work orders, quotes, invoices, basically any entity in the system. Um, so let me show you how that works really in kind of a real business scenario. So if you've been following this video series, we've been working quite a bit with Kyle's Concrete here. So we're just going to throw this into edit mode real quick. And we're going to add a scheduling component to this. It's going to be under generic. Let's see, scheduling component, scheduler. So we're just going to add the scheduling component. We're going to turn off form editing. If you're curious what's going on here, I have a whole other video that talks about how to set up custom form layouts in the system. Okay, so we just added the schedule to this one customer for now, right? Um, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and add one schedule item. This isn't going to be a reoccurring schedule item. This is just going to be a final inspection. Let's assume this is a construction company for a minute. So we're going to say the final inspection is due 7/1 of 2026, right? Let's say it's at 10 a.m. Um, and we're not going to give it any reoccurring, and we're going to tell you that Tanya is going to go ahead and handle this, right? So we'll go ahead and create this and save it. So this is a non-recurring item. This is just a regular schedule item, like you're used to seeing anywhere else, right? Um, and it doesn't repeat. You can see that says that here. So if we come over to the main scheduling component for the entire application, we should probably see that upcoming event here, right? Yep, and it's on the list, right? So as it sits right now, our calendar is spanning from the today till this time next year, right? So we've got a 1 year scope here. So let's go back over to Kyle's Concrete, right? And we're going to look at his profile for Kyle's Concrete here. And this is running a little slow. It's running on my server, and I'm trying to record this all at the same time. So a little janky, but I think you get the idea. So here we go. We're going to add ourselves another recurring item, right? And we're going to call this a business license, right? So let's say that we're working in another city that we're not normally licensed in. And let's say this project started at the beginning of the year. And so we're going to say it's 2026. I don't know, just set it for the start of the day, right? And we're going to give it a billing category, let's say licensing, just to keep things organized. And then we're going to say that it happens monthly, and we're going to say that it happens every 3 months, right? And it's going to happen on the first day of the month. Let's just change that to the first Monday so we know that the permitting office is open. And then we're going to say that it's going to be done after 2 occurrences because we had the final inspection on the 1st of July, right? So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and save this now. And so we should see that we have 2 here repeating every 3 months, right? So if we jump back over here to our schedule management, right? Now you can see that we have this one and the one on the first, and then the second repeating one should be coming up, right? So let's see here. 01/26. Let's search that. Oh, I said it was for 2 occurrences. Hang on. So let's go in here. It should be 3 occurrences, right? So the very first one and then the subsequent one. So let's hit save. And then we're going to okay. So now this flows as we would expect, right? So we have these 3 occurrences, right? And then we also have this final inspection. Um, so so to continue this idea, remember we said we can add this to anything. So for now, let's go create a work order. And we're going to go ahead and add some scheduling to a work order, right? So let's go just create a basic work order. And it's kind of going to flow the same way. We're going to go into our editor and we're going to edit this form. Now, and keep in mind, these forms are built custom. So if your business is different and every work order requires a schedule item, we can create that out of the box. Every time you create a new customer or every time you create a new quote, we can just automatically add the scheduling component to it, right? So we'll scroll down. Let's see. Let's add a section. As we said, we'll add another generic scheduling section, right? And this is going to grind for a little bit. Now we have a scheduling component. Let's reduce this just so it's a little more compact, right? So this should set it up here now when it refreshes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the layout editor again because now we're just using the system. So kind of the neat thing is we add items to this work order schedule. Anybody else that comes into this work order, or if you use our project module for job costing, if you come into the project module and you start adding these schedules, you can see all these schedules as they relate to just that one project. But then maybe you have somebody in the office and they need to see what all of these projects are going. So they may actually spend more time hanging out over here in the management pieces we showed earlier. So, but back to it. Let's say, so we have this this work order, and then we want to do a customer update, right? And let's say that started with the project as well, right? Like, so right at the beginning of the year, because we started this at the beginning of 2026. Then let's say whatever time we have them for 1:30 p.m. 1 p.m. is fine. Let's see, this is billing. So this is a customer engagement, right? And it's pending, and we're going to go ahead and say that this is weekly, and this customer expects bi-monthly updates, and we'll do them on Monday, right? And then we can say that that's going to go ahead and incur until until the project's done and final's done. So we'll go ahead and hit save to this. And we're going to go back to our schedule management. And then we'll want to change this to the first. Now we should have everything showing up here. Business license, customer updates occurring, and so on and so forth, right? Pretty powerful tool. We can take this, like I said, we can attach it to any entity in the system. We just showed you how to do it to a work order, and we showed you how to do it to a customer. You can take this same concept, apply the same schedule to maybe employees, and then you can record their anniversary date and things like that, right? So this gives you a lot of functionality. The next thing we're doing in the next couple weeks, so let's back up. I was behind. I've been putting out weekly updates on things we finished, and this week I was behind by a week. So this module, we scoped this. We thought we could get it done in 2 weeks, and we came pretty close. We were just a little over on time. So this is done now, and we can build off of this. When we scoped this project, we said, hey, we need a component, an action component tied into this. So for the next 2 weeks, what we're gonna work on is when these items occur, they get changed in state by a system called Hangfire. Not super important. But what we're going to do is we're going to tie this to that. So if there's an action that needs to occur, let's say it's a billing action, when this item occurs, it's also going to attach to that action and possibly either maybe send an email or generate a document and send an email. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna go ahead and continue to expand this into several different areas to attempt to automate billing and that sort of thing. So. Excited about this feature update. We're going to start working this into certain companies. I know we have some property management companies that are really looking forward to using this to track all sorts of things. Not only renewals of leases, but also expiration of meters and things like that, right? Fire system inspections and all that stuff. So that's one use case. I mean, we just talked about the construction use case on how to use that for keeping track of those things. I know I use it personally to keep track of renewables that are due every year, right? So some folks pay their renewals quarterly, monthly, annually. They're all kind of different. And so this helps me keep that stuff organized. So, I think from an enterprise scheduling platform perspective, a lot of times people are paying $50,000 or more for this kind of functionality, this scheduling component along with this action component. Again, BasicBMS, like I told you before, $25 a month a module. So